This one, I don't think too many people have been talking about it. Also, the second largest strike in the U.S. is happening in New York City. And normally I would not go to a mainstream publication, even though Popular Resistance picked it up, but because it talked about a huge strike that I really didn't hear anybody else talking about.
Yeah.
More educators. And this is the last of the series in the education on strike segments. Choire Sicha from New York Magazine. Second largest strike in the U.S. is happening in New York City. And where is it? At Columbia University. Students chant, "Fuck you, Prezzo, no contract, no work," in Bollinger's freedom of speech class.
Did you say let's go like Peter? Let's go.
I know, it's hard. This is what makes the First Amendment so difficult. Fuck you, Prezzo! Fuck you, Prezzo!
When RTAs are under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that! RTAs are under attack!
What do we do?
Stand up like that! When RTAs are under attack!
What do we do? Stand up like that!
When RTAs are under attack!
What do we do? Stand up like that!
It's a minute and a half long, so you get the idea. They're not taking it, and this is the second time in a year that they've done a strike. Okay,
Yep.
According to an ongoing count by labor reporter Jonah Furman from Labor Notes, second largest such action happening right now, compared to only second to the John Deere strike, which is over 10,000 workers nationwide.
And is that still happening, or did they capitulate? The John Deere one.
No, they turned it down a second time, and actually that's something we're gonna get to later on. John Deere update. It's gonna be later after we talk about some environmental stuff. But
Nice.
so labor organizing at American schools is popping off. Harvard student workers went on strike for 3 days. Their demands are similar: better pay, dental care, more secure contracts, arbitration with an entity that is not a school representative in cases of harassment. And they've got company.
Thanks.
Yep. Okay. UC Student Workers Union, 19,000 student workers in California. Both groups are also members of the United Auto Workers Union, which is pretty interesting. So this is the Harvard Student Union. Why they're part of the UAW, that's kind of interesting, that the connection there, because UAW leadership is not exactly the greatest, but in this case, look what they're organizing, look what they're helping to lead. So they're not 100% bad. That's exactly the thing here. Okay, initial offer was rejected. Okay, summer stipends for PhD students from $4,500 to $4,750, which is indeed unimpressive and insubstantial. Because, they want a lot of things here. Proposals have included higher child care payments for young children of PhD students, increases to a fund that reimburses out-of-pocket health care expenses, and 10 days off a year for students on a year-long contract. I mean, that's not exactly the greatest. Columbia is publishing its positions and updates on negotiations online, which is good. A little bit of transparency there, but Columbia's endowment is one of the largest in the United States, most recently reported at $14.4 billion. As you said, I have to. Yeah, they just kind of throw that in at the end there. Again, Popular Resistance, and this is New York Magazine, $14 billion endowment, but they can't take care of their teachers' aides. I get it's expensive to live in New York, but come on, guys.
Yeah.
It's Columbia. It's Ivy League. These are teaching the quote-unquote elite, the best of the best, or whatever you want to call it.
Well, you better get hip to indie left, indie left, indieleft.news.